Welcome to A-Side Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. We're back. Your host, Ray Massey, co-host Marlon Parker, Carlos Massey. We're glad to be back here. We're not immune to the whole COVID thing, so we're glad to be in the same room together and bring to you some interesting topics that we noticed over the weekend between some fights. Lamont Roach Jr., of course, he fought Angel Rodriguez. Also, the Ryan Garcia fight, which was really good, all things considered. How you want to kick it off, Marlon?
First, I have to make an admission. We weren't here for weeks because we all caught COVID from Ray.
Wow.
So that was it. So we had to get ourselves together, build back up. Our immune systems had to build up.
Wow.
Ray brought it, and he really did bring it that day.
It's not true.
And so
I'm pretty sure that HIPAA thing is involved.
it's not here. It's not here. So that's what we've been. It's good to be back. Before we get into it, it's good to be back. We've been planning to get back, and life just happened.
Yeah, exactly.
And, we had an opportunity to actually shoot earlier separately, but it wouldn't have worked out. It's a different vibe. So
it doesn't work when that guy going at each other. I mean,
we're not going at each other.
We've been gone long enough for Carlos to find a replacement for that chain he got.
Yeah, I was hoping that would be a victim of COVID, the chain,
Right.
but obviously it survived.
Yeah. You gotta move. It looks like a dog.
It is shining today.
I know.
Right before we started filming, Carlos had the little container. He dipped it.
Yeah.
Let it sit like 30 seconds.
Yeah, old school. I had to put the jewelry shine on it, get it right for y'all, man, because I know they like to see that nice stuff on camera.
Yeah.
VO season.
So I guess we'd be remiss. We like work our way up to the main event, I guess. I really like the fight between Lamont Roach Jr. and there's an Angel Rodriguez. It was a
Carlos is fact check because
fact check.
you all catch us in certain things, and we hear about it later. Like you made a mistake here, you misspoke.
It's usually you though.
It probably is. Hey, look. I mean, if you're gonna make a mistake, do it at 100 miles an hour.
Right.
Anyway,
crash and burn.
So anyway, while he fact checks me, I thought it was a highly competitive fight.
No.
So
did I say that aloud?
No, it was. I thought it was. This guy could hit, and I like the discipline that Lamont displayed, and the constant pressure. It's sometimes, I can identify with the cautiousness because Rodriguez has a great knockout record, and he's a dangerous fighter. And the last thing you want to do is lose your focus trying to finish him and then, run into a shot.
Los, what was the scorecards on that fight? I don't know about that great knockout record, but
What was the scorecards on the Lamont Roach fight? Lamont Roach fight last night. I don't believe it was that competitive. I watched the fight, and there's no knock to Roach. I think Roach looked phenomenal. At some point, Roach made this guy
116, 112, 117.
Later in the fight, Roach made this guy seem almost non-competitive. Are you agreeing? At one point, Roach started walking him down. He was totally dismissive. The guy couldn't hurt him, and it felt like this, like if his corner could have stopped it, I guess, but the guy wasn't taking enough abuse. But momentum had shifted. And that's it. Yeah.
I mean, the guy wasn't getting beat up, but at some point, it did seem that he kind of was okay with just
surviving,
being beat and survive. But
okay.
that's not Lamont's fault.
Then exactly. So that was a perfect opportunity to go to the restroom at the second half of the fight. Go to the restroom, go do whatever you need to do. You had to prep clothes. You want to wash clothes in the morning. You could have got all those and put them by the water. It was a good fight, but Lamont totally outclassed him. Yeah. And that's a credit to Lamont. At some point, it was competitive early, and he took over the fight. And I'm sitting there watching it, thinking, okay, What do I have to do for tomorrow morning? Definitely, I need to get up, get ready for church.
But those are things you can learn from. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure he learned some value. He got some good rounds in, some quality rounds in with a competitive fighter. I think that kind of experience.
Did you give his opponent any of the later rounds?
He won like maybe one or two. I mean,
was it expected for him to win?
I mean,
no.
This wasn't a walkthrough for Roach. Roach was a competitive opponent.
No,
but did you give the guy any of the later rounds?
I gave him like one.
Which one?
Two, like probably like 8. I think 8. He looked good.
Did he look good, or he looked good in comparison to?
It looked like Lamont took a round off the kind of, because at one point he had him reeling, I think in the previous round, and then he was just trying to catch his breath that round. So he wasn't as aggressive.
So the guy didn't really look good. He just looked better than he looked before.
Yeah.
He admitted to it. That's the first time. Why are we debating that?
I don't even want to argue no more. That's the thing. That's the thing. You don't argue with people out there. Wow, you said your piece. That's what you believe.
I'll bring it back. I'll get an argument out of it. You should see our text thread.
Yeah, I know. Need more data. So the next fight, I just want to give a shout out to Dylan Price.
Got to.
He's now the NBA bantamweight champion. All right. He got a unanimous decision as well.
Drew Carell.
Drew was. I've seen. We actually came down. We rarely do this.
We went up
to see Dylan and at the press conference for the fight. His dad is always welcoming, and we got to sit in and ask a few questions, and they were both very professional. Yeah, and it was a good fight. It was one-sided fight.
Yeah. His work rate is crazy. I'm expecting big things out of it.
He's pushing. Yeah. His father's pushing.
And he's focused. So it seems like they got a plan and nice team around him. So
right.
They've got a really nice gym too. Really clean. It didn't have that normal gym smell. There's all that stuff. But no, the father's cool. Dylan's cool.
Yeah.
They were happy we showed up, as we said we would. Everything about that day was positive. And Drew Carell, and they were all, they all show respect to each other. It was a face-off, but it was about as respectful as a face-off can be. The other people who were fighting on the undercard, they were there. Everyone, they were total gentlemen for the most part. And we thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. Even the ride up.
Looking forward to the next fight.
It has to be closer. Fight closer to us.
So right. So the main event last night was Ryan Garcia. So Ryan Garcia.
He did what you say. Come on. Did you think Fortuna had a chance?
So Javier Fortuna, he was a bit past his prime. I thought
why are we dancing?
I thought with his experience, he could have offered something a little bit more competitive for Ryan Garcia. But let's be honest, it was a safe fight. It was a business fight. It made sense. It wasn't a bad pick, but it wasn't the best pick for all of the smack that Ryan Garcia talks, and Lord knows he talks a lot. He didn't really. I didn't expect him to take on opposition like Fortuna. I was actually expecting him to get there with somebody a little bit more aggressive, a little more heavy-handed, or something. If you want to fight somebody, I mean, I would like to see how he stands up against I like Pitbull.
Well, Ryan, he made an announcement that he's at 140 now. That's where he lives.
He could have went down. But he was saying, trust me, I think that would have been a more competitive fight, even though Pitbull was a little bit.
By actually making that statement, he kind of pigeonholed himself because there are some true dogs at 140. Pro-grades. Josh Taylor. I don't know how long Josh Taylor stays at 140 because he has the rematch with Catterall. Josh Taylor pro-grades in this. But Bar's one of the ones where
This didn't go up.
he went from the last fight with
Yeah,
Thurman, but I don't know if he'll
go
come
back
back.
down.
There's probably 2 or 3 more names, and
What-
which I know as soon as we finish taping, I'll say, how did I forget that guy?
No, but forget the other names. What the end of the fight is what got me, because all of that trash he talked about, fighting Tank, and at the end of the fight, I was expecting the grand announcement that, hey, I'm fighting Tank. He kind of left the door open. He's like, I want to fight Teofimo. And
that's the
if
name.
the,
How did I
if the
forget that?
Tank doesn't, it was nothing definitive.
You
So
gotta fight
you,
somebody.
so you look at the Errol Spence, right? So Errol Spence, his fight was once he finished you guys, I want Crawford. That was it. That was it. That's all I'm looking for. But when you say, I want Tank, I want Tank, I want Tank, and then you win and the mic is in your face, the first thing you say is, well, I want Tank, but if that don't work, I want to take this guy. So that just lets me know that you don't even have, if you're calling your own shots, right? Golden Boy, you got to take the training wheels off this guy and let him fight the opposition that he should be fighting.
It's time for me to interject. I can't let you go on down this road. I like his response. If I can't get Tank, I'll take Teofimo.
What about Devin Haney? Why you
Well,
going?
Devin Haney's at 155.
Why are you fighting somebody who is who's coming off of a loss?
No.
You just
If I can't get who I want, I'm telling the crowd, this is another big fight, which I'm committed
But
to.
I think,
No. He covered
I
himself.
think the problem is, we've been watching, Tank, Haney, Brian Garcia, all these guys with the top of their class when they came into the league, right? So we want to eventually see them clash. All of them clash.
Yeah.
That's all we're waiting on. We can't get we would like to have Tank and Devin. We can't get Tank and Devin. Ryan Garcia name should be in the mix somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And, I was gonna say Shakur, but Shakur a little lighter. A little lighter, but I'm just saying those guys, all them guys came in at the same time. They were outstanding boxers. Eventually, we want to see those fights, right? So all that keep dancing around. I want to fight. I don't know, peekaboo and all that. I think it's all the show, man. I think it's a show.
Well, him and Tank, it may not happen because Tank's at 135. He's gone up. We've seen him go up, but he doesn't have to go up. He may choose a better fight for him, and the fact, just the statement that he's right now his camp is saying he's comfortable at 140. That's where he's standing. You're asking a champion to come up to you. Why don't you come down to him?
I'm taking the social media bill. I mean, this guy has like millions of followers.
No,
it's not like the
if you really
money's
want if you really want Javante, if you really want Tank Davis, go down to 135.
I don't think nobody's racing to fight Tank. No one wants to get
Well,
knocked out.
They act like they do. They say it on social
Yeah,
media.
people talk. Come on, man. That's
Hit the top dog.
That's what people do. They get on, they take pictures and do all this, but they really don't want the smoke. That's why I can respect those guys to get in there, win, lose, or draw.
Mm-hmm.
What I like about of the four, what I like about is Devin Haney has always been consistent. He's always called all of them out. And it was never about if the money right. It was never about if the weight class is right. It was never about if we fight in a certain arena. It's always like I'll fight you.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
So, right. He's trying to make the big fights. I'm not looking to fight. That's just like a Lomachenko. I remember when he first came in, when he first turned pro, probably like the third, fourth fight. They interviewed him after the fight, and they said, "Who you want next?" He said, "Man, I don't want to fight no guys. Let's say the top guys. I fought all the top guys when I was in the amateurs, beat them. So when I go to the pros, I want to fight all the top guys. I want all the belts. That's how I end up getting to the point where he had all the straps. So I think a lot of these young guys thinking now, they thinking about unification. They thinking about having all the straps versus keep having these little exhibitions."
But is Haney even available? What's the deal with the rematch?
Well,
I think it has to do with
money.
He can actually, I think technically he can get out of it because I think he can challenge Tank. I think
He can get out of a rematch
because he has a WBA.
He's going to pay him this stuff.
I think he has a WBA regular and the WBA the two versions of the WBA.
I think Tank
Yeah,
got
he
I'm
can
not gonna
actually
say the
fight.
other version, you know.
Huh?
We feel about regular and other versions.
Yeah.
Yeah, would be nice. But
But
yeah,
it's a way that he can get out.
But I think Tank gonna have to initiate the mandatory for that
Yeah,
fight.
he can initiate the
But somebody's gonna have to pay some money for Cambosis to step aside because he got the rematch.
I don't think. I think not technically with the fact that
If you wanted to
Tank
have it
is
fast,
Tank has the belt, the WBA, and two weight classes.
yeah, but we also don't have the benefit of actually seeing the contract.
yeah,
So we don't
just
know how
guessing.
it's worded. Yeah,
guessing.
it's all speculation.
Yeah.
However, I don't believe that Haney's really in the mix until that's sorted out.
Yeah. 'Cause
There's-
you're hoping that
I mean, there's articles being written and things are being said, but there's nothing definitive out there saying that he can actually move beyond Cambosis.
right.
Yeah,
You doing your own fact checking?
yeah, of course.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna-
But like I said, if it's a situation where they say, look, can both step to the side, we trying to make this mega fight, we're gonna buy the money, right? We'll just pay you a little money, not to get in the ring and fight, step to the side. I mean, why risk it? Why risk getting another? I mean, I don't know. I'm just thinking, I don't think he can win a rematch. That's just me. You're gonna get 2 L's. Why not get a check before you get the second L? That's all I'm saying.
I didn't see anything in the first fight that will make me
Yeah,
want to
different.
order a rematch. That's it. I wouldn't pay for a rematch.
Yeah.
Because what I saw in the first fight,
Yeah, I don't think
he
it's
just
gonna be
dominated.
anything. I don't think it's gonna be anything.
And sometimes you get a guy, you get confidence. Me personally, I'm like a lot of people. And I'm a huge Andre Ward fan. But the first fight against Kovalev, I had it either being a draw or Ward losing by 1 round.
Mhm.
And then the second fight, Ward is a totally different person.
Okay.
And so that can happen here. It was a really close fight. And I'm a Ward fan. I said, he may have lost this because of the 12th round, which is controversial. That's a whole nother show, that 12th round, the way it was scored. But the second fight, he eliminated all doubt. He fought a totally different fight. He was just on him. He brought the fight to Kovalev, and look what happened. They had to stop the fight. If not, who knows if Kovalev would have woke up. He was going out. He was basically out on his feet. So in certain instances, maybe that's an outlier, because 9 times out of 10, we see a fight, especially if they're so close. The rematch is close and right after the first fight. If you see a guy who's usually, and he's dominated, that second fight, he hasn't changed much.
Mhm.
But every once in a while, you get a fighter like Ward. And even though he didn't look great the first fight, it was a close fight. The second fight, he looked great.
The second fight, he makes the adjustment.
Exactly. And it made you rethink. I had to go back to the first fight, said, did I really know what I was looking at? Because he looked so dominant the second fight.
Mhm.
It's like Charlo, same type of.
Yeah, Charlo.
Like when he fought Harrison that first time.
Yeah, I didn't think he
That was-
lost to Harrison.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, same
I
thing.
mean, but what I'm saying, he's one of the.
He
one of the only
eliminated all
fighters I
doubt.
know who, man, if it's close the first time, you better do your homework because he coming.
Oh, he eliminated all doubt the second time, the second fight. So yeah.
I think the only reason that aside from the fact that it was an opportunity for Haney to get his respect that he deserves as a young fighter in the game, to unify the titles the first time, it was a little bit of the trash talking to build up, and how Cambosis, how he went on talking about how he's like the emperor, this and that. And so he really kind of played up the fight.
He was a great carnival barker.
He's
a carnival barker.
And
He did everything he had to do. He got you in the door.
But now that you see what happened, now you're like, he didn't look as
He sold the
ferocious
fight.
as he didn't. He talked it up.
Ain't nothing changed. You gotta get in there, talk a little trash. Make people believe. that
I
y'all
did not
mad at
believe
each other.
anything. There was any personal animus between the fighters. firmly
Except for the
held.
weigh-in a little bit.
I firmly held that
I
they
think it
were-
was with the coaches. I
Yeah,
think it's
they
more
just-
so
just
the pop
talking
with Henry's dad.
Yeah,
I mean, 'cause
they
it
had
got
both of
a
that.
little,
Testing them, but as far as between the fighters, I didn't believe that there was a, now, the thing,
Who we got
him being
coming?
a snitch.
Oh,
That was-
yeah,
when he said that, I was like, ah.
He was playing. He was just.
Yeah.
I think that was gamesmanship.
I don't know, I think that one does.
I think he
I
threw a
think-
little cultural kind of thing in there. I mean, he's like, "Oh, you're a snitch." We know how everyone feels about snitches. That kind of thing. So,
Right. We're just trying to get in his head a little bit.
personally, he was trying to pull out an emotional
Oh, it worked.
string.
It worked.
It did. No,
Yeah, it worked.
that was
Even after the fight, they was like, hey, this snitch thing was a little too far. They were all laughing. Yeah, that one. Man, I think when he visited the dressing room.
Oh,
He visited, they were like, yeah, that snitch thing. It's like, yeah, they all
I
laughed.
apologize on TV.
Yeah.
We got some good fights coming up though.
So
We got my man Danny Garcia and Jose Benavidez Jr. That's gonna be a good one. I want to see that.
Yes,
you
that
think that's gonna be a good fight?
Yeah. Benavidez Jr. If he loses to Garcia, I don't think he's in the mix anymore.
I don't think he was in the midst to begin
Garcia
with.
is dangerous though.
Garcia is really.
Who did
Garcia
Benavidez
is still good. I'm
Who
just
did,
saying.
who did that?
Benavidez Jr. can't take another loss.
Who did he beat last? Who did he beat last?
I don't know.
Exactly. So look, so
Got
I
it
thought
pointed.
I
All
thought
right,
he
okay.
was. I thought he was okay. I guess because he fought Terrence Crawford,
He look good.
and Crawford has a way of making even some of the best fighters.
He
look
was
good.
good against Crawford.
He did look good.
I didn't think he was winning. I got to get the fight
He
again.
looked
Everybody was
good.
saying he's winning, but I didn't feel like he was
I'm
winning.
just saying.
I thought it just took.
I mean, his leg is gone. He'll never be the same
Yeah,
fighter.
that's why I don't think it's.
And you know,
He might be okay though because Garcia is flat-footed, and so if you got a bad leg, you may not have to move around a lot, which may be good. I mean, he seems to have adopted a style to suit his injury,
Yeah.
and so if he's good at fighting flat-footed, you got an even fight. I
But
think you got an even fight.
let me tell you, but I don't. This gonna be this a good one because I like the skill set of. Oh, you doing the chain, man?
yeah, the chain move. Look, he did this in the whole chain move. I said, oh man,
My man, little ass star.
yeah, exactly. It blinded me.
Teardrop got some.
It was.
So what I'm saying is, Danny Garcia, he's like, he's a veteran in the game. So this fight right here it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. I don't think it's going a distance. I really don't.
What channel is that?
I think it's gonna be on Showtime.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's talk about the main fight, the fight we all want to see. I know I did.
Oh, Jake Paul.
Yeah, you look like a Jake Paul.
No.
Jake Paul fan. Active.
The trilogy, Triple G.
Man, get him out of here, man.
No, they robbed my boy
What
two
are you
fights.
talking about? Canelo?
They robbed Triple G
Oh my
the
god.
first two fights. This is the third one, which I truly believe is happening way beyond Triple G's prime.
I thought they robbed him the first fight. They did not rob him.
Get out of here. We want to watch the second fight again together?
This is
No,
my thing. This is my
Yeah,
thing.
you want to watch it again together?
I was a true Triple G fan, man. But
It was.
yeah, I'm gonna tell you why I say was
Okay.
because it's so many other guys that he could be fighting, and it's like they asked him straight up in his face, you want Charlo, you want Andre. I want Canelo.
He's a champ, and he is obviously something personal there, even if he tries to
He doesn't
discredit
think
that.
he can win.
No, that's not it. He lost. He's a champion. He wants to avenge that loss. He knows they robbed him the first time. They robbed him the second time. We can watch that fight. He knows he can beat Canelo. He probably could beat Canelo 2 or 3 years ago. But at some point, now Canelo's even more vulnerable because he just lost a decision. When's the last time Canelo lost a decision? Floyd.
It was close.
Yeah, there's been some close ones. When we can go back in Canelo's career.
If you want to say the last time he lost, I thought he lost against Law.
Yeah.
Exactly. But when's the last time he lost a decision?
You're talking about the judges. I'm talking about like he
Exactly.
actually lost. The
So
fight.
now Canelo's vulnerable. judges have finally started scoring the fights the way people truly believe the fights went.
No,
You
you're
don't get a-
implying,
you don't get a mercy decision.
Tell him, break, flag on play. This
I
man,
want to hear this.
this man is implying.
My name is
that-
Marlon. I am saying it expressly,
So
stating.
he's implying that the judges suddenly turned a new leaf and now they're.
Oh, when you go
Yeah.
cold in this
It's not
boxing
that.
game, you go cold.
It's, no,
Believe that. You can go and you can win 3 or 4 close fights by decision. But when they turn cold to you, you can't
I
buy
never
that.
thought I'd hear myself saying this.
You
I think I
agree with me.
agree with you a little because
You do agree with me.
because
Wholeheartedly.
now this
You wanna- you agree with him because he already said he won't say nothing about the patches on your face.
I got that taken care of. I was speaking of facial hair. Oh my
Whoa.
God.
Hey, look, man, hey.
This man was looking
Yeah,
like
you're looking like a
Calvin
newborn
Klein
groundhog.
model.
I don't know why you shaved that.
That's okay.
And you got the ones you
I'm handsome. Say I'm handsome.
You got the smooth police officer face. Man, you got security. First watch.
It's because you got the wine on bed.
I'm good, man. But I will say that once they finally the judges, like you said, sometimes when they finally say, look, man, we gonna call it for the other guy and we gonna start being fair.
Exactly.
And it's an opportunity for somebody to come and get a decision on them now. See already got a loss.
Yeah, once
When did these secret conversations happen? 'Cause I don't.
Last Tuesday when we tried to FaceTime and he answered the phone.
there you go. And this is just reasoning. This isn't a conspiracy.
Right.
It's just reasoning.
So you're saying that there's an annual black market official meeting with boxing
Don't have to.
officials
No
on-
one is working this up around the witch's cauldron.
Right.
This is just how it goes. As soon as we finish, you'll say, okay, well, yeah, I just had to do it.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, we gotta know what I was saying. Shout out to Shadeja and Ray John.
Oh
yeah.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Good to see.
You
Good
know,
to
Ray,
see, man.
Ray doing his thing. I saw that. I saw the end of the fight. He's a really exciting fighter.
And a really good interview.
Right.
Yeah.
We have to bring him back.
Yeah. We're
Yeah.
gonna have to put more beats in it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what makes him interesting. But yeah, he's a really good, even speaking with him before we filmed and everything. He's the same guy. He's a genuine person and
Yeah.
really cool guy.
Yeah.
And we have to bring him back for so many different reasons. I believe we probably had more fun with those interviews. than he
Absolutely.
did.
Yeah. It's funny, man. It's good to see young guys that still, have fun and enjoy what they do, man. And I know he's going somewhere. Definitely going somewhere. It still take a little time to get there. ABF for now. Though.
Yeah, right now, and just patience.
Yeah.
Just having that patience to do it. And we talk in depth with Shadeja. Like I said, I truly believe that she's going to be. She already is the force to be reckoned with. It's just
She'll get that unification out.
that recognition is coming.
She has to get that unification out.
Yeah, she just, it's just a no-brainer, man. She just, her skill set, even how she just throw her punches and just the level of not just offense, defense too. That's gonna be, you're gonna put some work in. And I know she probably take long.
And she has
And that's no disrespect to Frank Sean, who is a unified champ.
Right.
But we all want to see Shadeja about with Frank Sean.
Yeah, just want to see it.
I think that would be exciting.
As a fan.
I know it will be.
Yeah, because Frank Sean, she
I pay for it.
No,
I pay for that fight. I pay for that fight.
Absolutely. One of the back in the day ice cream truck fights.
I don't know what you mean.
That's a classic fight at the bus stop, man. It has all the
After
makings.
school, 3 o'clock. Yeah, so that was cool. We had a lot of fun last couple months. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now we'd be remiss on that undercard, Dylan Price undercard. We were at the press conference. There were a couple of the names escape me right now. There are like 2 or 3 fighters that we're gonna have to follow up with. We need to check up with them. Was
We still some
Again,
right now too.
yeah, again, we really have to, I guess, man, we're giving away everything. We're giving, I guess this is not even Easter eggs because we're not hiding them. I guess in the next couple of weeks and months, it's not only as we ramp up our segments, there's a lot of good fighters out there that not only that you know about, that we really would be honored to introduce to the public abroad. Because it's amazing how much, and we've been on for a few weeks, how much we just keep amongst ourselves and we still haven't released it yet.
Yeah.
Right.
And we're just waiting for the right time, and it's a lot to be excited for.
Yep.
I mean, obviously, besides the raise onesie, but there's a lot to be excited for. Let's give him a teaser. Give him a teaser.
No one cares. All right, y'all. Hey, thanks. This concludes our episode of A-Side Boxing. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to A-Side Boxing. Remember, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook and Instagram. All right, see you around. Until then.